The moment we've been counting down to has finally arrived. Virgin River returned with Season 7, and somehow, it delivered everything we hoped for, and then raised the stakes even higher. Now that we've had time to process that emotional roller coaster, the real question is, what's waiting for us in Season 8? Let's start where our hearts always go first, Mel and Jack. After everything they've survived over the years, Season 7 tested them in a completely new way. Marriage is one thing. Parenthood is another universe entirely. And when Marley made the life-changing decision to entrust them with her baby, it wasn't just a gift, it was a responsibility that reshaped their future overnight. Watching Mel step into that delivery room not just as a hopeful mother, but as Marley's chosen midwife, was one of the most powerful moments this series has ever given us. It wasn't dramatic for shock value. It was intimate. Earned. But Virgin River never lets joy exist without tension. The discovery of their newborn son's rare heart condition changed everything. Suddenly, celebration turned into survival. Doc had to put pride aside and call in outside expertise. And when the transfer to the Heart Institute in Los Angeles was arranged, the tone shifted from small-town comfort to high-stakes uncertainty. Then came the twist no one saw coming. The surgeon assigned to operate on their son turned out to be Mel's former boyfriend from her Nurses Beyond Borders days. That's not just drama. That's emotional landmine territory. History. Unresolved memories. And now, their child's life in his hands. But in the end, when Mel finally held her baby boy, it felt like the culmination of every loss she's endured. Miscarriages. Grief. Years of wanting something that kept slipping away. That moment wasn't just motherhood, it was healing. So where does Season 8 take them? I think we'll see something quieter, but no less intense. Early parenthood isn't glamorous. It's sleepless nights. Differing instincts. Silent fears. Mel has longed to be a mother for so long that she might struggle to loosen her grip. Jack, who expresses love through action and protection, may start to feel sidelined. Not because they don't love each other, but because love looks different under pressure. Would it surprise anyone if we saw a breaking point argument? A moment where exhaustion speaks louder than reason? But here's the thing about Mel and Jack, they bend. They don't break. Now let's talk about Bree and Brady, because that finale left us hanging in the most brutal way. Brady's growth in Season 7 felt real. Letting Lark walk away with the money wasn't weakness, it was maturity. For the first time, he chose peace over pride. And Bree? Ending things with Mike was overdue. He was safe. He was kind. But he wasn't Brady. From the very beginning, her heart never fully left him. Their decision to reset and start fresh felt like hope finally winning. And then, the motorcycle accident. That final image of Brady on the ground? No confirmation. No resolution. Just silence. Season 8 will absolutely open with that fallout. I expect hospital scenes. Tension. Maybe even a brief moment where the show makes us question whether he'll make it. But narratively? It feels unlikely that Bree's story would end in more tragedy just as she chose happiness. If Brady survives, and I believe he will, the accident could become a catalyst. A wake-up call. A turning point that solidifies their commitment. And yes, I wouldn't rule out a wedding by the end of the season. Now for the timeline. Netflix officially renewed Netflix's Virgin River for Season 8 shortly after Season 7 wrapped. If production begins around spring 2027, a late 2027 release feels realistic. That gives the writers time to carefully shape the next chapter instead of rushing it. Because if Season 7 proved anything, it's that this show thrives when it balances comfort with consequence. New life. Old love. Near loss. Second chances. Season 8 won't just be about survival. It'll be about what comes after. And you already know, the second we get casting news, filming updates, or even a hint of a teaser date, we're breaking it down right here.